Hello and welcome to Staying Ahead of the Curve. I'm Jeff Snyder, Vice President and Senior Consultant with the firm Camac Retirement Group. This program is designed to bring to you, the viewer, the latest trends and concepts in the U.S. retirement system. So let's get started. Welcome back, and joining me now is the Executive Director of the Washington State Retirement System, Director Marcie Frost. Marcie, great to have you here today.
Thank you, Jeff.
So, what's the key mission for the Department of Retirement System? I mean, you've been working here for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. You obviously have had some great success. What is really the key focus, key mission of DRS?
Mm-hmm. So our focus is really about making sure that the public employees are getting access to the retirement benefits that they've earned through, shorter careers, longer careers. But our job is to make sure that we're a good, trusted advisor to people who really don't understand the retirement benefit that they've earned over the course of their career.
And I would imagine, in our industry, and you're the chair of the investment board, mm-hmm. Jargon is profound. I mean, it's everywhere. Beta, Sharpe ratio, mm-hmm. return. How do
mm-hmm.
you've got to filter a lot of that out so
mm-hmm.
that your employees understand, the employees of the state understand what it is they're using, what the investment mm-hmm. instruments they're using.
Mm-hmm. We do, and so one of the things that we pay very close attention to is hiring the right team member. So we spend a lot of time, we offer open houses, we talk with people about what does a typical day at DRS look like. We make sure that we do some testing and assessments early on to make sure we're bringing in people who are really high people service, who have kind of a high financial acumen as well, because in that being a trusted advisor, we get a lot of questions. And even though I said typically most members don't fully understand the retirement benefit, we have some members who really understand it to the point that they can actually test us on it. So we have a one-year training program to train up new team members coming into DRS before we ever put them on the phones, before we ever put them in our processing center.
And your ability to collaborate as an organization is,
mm-hmm.
is I wouldn't say the word legendary is appropriate, mm-hmm. but I mean it's well known that you all work
mm-hmm.
very well together, you collaborate. How important is it to collaborate with your service providers, your outside third parties, for example, mm-hmm. To help build a better retirement plan, but also help your organization fulfill its mission?
Yeah, no, that's very critical. So the philosophy that we have internally at DRS is that we have this single team approach to serving the customer. And a single team approach means whether you're working in the IT department, whether you're working in human resources, whether you're on the phone with that customer, that there is a single team approach to serving that end customer. And I think as we look at our outside partners, like our record keeper, for example, which we're in the middle of a transition, they have to reflect the same values and commitment to the customer that we have. It should be absolutely seamless to the person calling in. Are they talking to a DRS team member, or are they talking to someone at Empower? And
reputation and trust are probably the most critical aspects of your job. Mm-hmm. You want to make sure that every day you are reaffirming mm-hmm. that trust and right. admiration that you have with and respect that you have with your members.
Yeah, we frankly, you live or die by your reputation in this town. I mean, we're a governmental plan. We are not managed by a board. I actually report directly to the governor. I'm appointed by him. And, our membership is made up of policymakers, legislators, judges, budget writers, and so I think we're the only organization or state agency that your entire customer population are people who could potentially have control over you in a positive way or a negative way. And so reputational risk is something that we are really mindful to, not only for the reasons of making sure that we can carry out the mission, but also we want a high customer reputation. We can recruit better people. People feel better about the mission if customers are happy with us versus if we have customers calling in and complaining about what we do on a regular basis. And we do monthly customer interviews. Every leader at DRS conducts at least one customer direct interview with someone who is recently retired to see how well are we doing in three major criteria. One of those being how responsive are we as an organization to your needs? How respectful are we in that interaction? And how accurate is the information and the benefit that we gave you at the time of retirement? And is it what you had expected it to be?
Great. Director Marcie Frost, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks. I want to thank you all very much for joining us on this edition of Staying Ahead of the Curve. Hope you enjoyed the panelists and the insight that we learned today, and I hope you tune in again for more Staying Ahead of the Curve. Thank you, and goodbye.